You're listening to
super, whatever the infernal thing is.
Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. Each week, we're going to talk about three things. In Main Street USA, we'll talk about the latest Disney news.
We're in a war, man! There's no time for stupid questions! I should have your hat for that!
In Tomorrowland, we'll talk about the things we're looking forward to.
Woo! Sign me up for the next war.
And World Showcase is dedicated to our favorite Disney adventures.
Who did a good job? Come on, tell me you did a good job.
So let's get this show on the road.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hey everybody, this is Chris. Welcome to the show.
And I'm Kelly.
Kelly, you're wearing one of my favorite ears tonight.
Yes,
these are mini ears.
These are mini ears, which I also like to think as Mary Poppins ears.
It's a little Mary Poppins.
It's very Mary Poppins-esque. But yes, these are my favorite. It's rare to find mini ears without a bow. And so I do love these. Yeah. I also love your classic Mickey tee. Very handsome, hon.
Thanks. I decided to go with my Wilderness Explorer hat today.
I like it. I like it.
So remind everybody about our Patreon.
Right. So our Patreon page is up and running. Thank you to those of you that have already joined. As a reminder, you can join now, become a patron, a founding member for $3 a month. Your rate will never go up. We will eventually launch tiers in the $10 to $15 range, but your rate will never go up as a founding member. It'll always be $3 a month, and you will always get top tier benefits.
Yep. That's going to become pretty cool here shortly because in the coming weeks, we're going to launch Season 2, and with that comes some other changes.
Yeah, we got some really fun stuff coming up for Season 2. We've been working with a designer on a logo. So we've got some new branding coming, which is going to lead to new merch. So again, Patreon subscribers, merch, you'll get it.
Yep.
So make sure you jump in at that founding level. And it's also going to lead to some really cool changes on YouTube and our website. I'm stoked about
We have a YouTube
2.
channel, and if you're one of those people that just like to watch stuff, all of these podcasts are being recorded and they're put out on YouTube for you to watch if that's your jam.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's touch on Where Is It Wednesday real quick.
Right. So Where Is It Wednesday? The September contest started this week. We had no winners this week. Clearly, it was too difficult. So I will try to scale it back just a smidge as we go into week 2 and see how everybody does. But make sure you're on the lookout there.
Yep.
It's a fun prize this month. So.
Yep. And you know, the last little bit of administrative details here is we are new to this. We're getting excited about some of the changes we talked about coming in Season 2, but we are so grateful for so many people who have joined in with us already.
Yes.
One of my very most favorite things to do is to log onto our stats page every day and see where you're listening from. And so I just wanted to give a quick shout out, let you know that in Sydney, Australia, we see you.
We see you, Sydney.
Paw Paw, Michigan. We see you, Dusseldorf, Germany, San Antonio, Texas, and a really special shout out to our friend in Clichy-Île-de-France in France.
Yes.
You've been there since day one.
Thanks.
Whoever you are, and we love you.
Thank you.
If I don't see your city pop up each week, I get so sad. And that hasn't happened yet. So
thanks to all of y'all.
We are so grateful for you. And so with that, I'm going to run over to Main Street.
Let's hit the news.
Okay, so why don't we just go ahead and get Mulan out of the way?
Get her out of the way.
I just don't, I heard the intros. We had some really nice homage to Mulan. How did you like the movie?
I loved it.
You loved it?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I thought she was fierce. I thought she was strong. It was what it needed to be. I think it was much closer to honoring the Chinese culture. I still think, obviously, there were, a few misses.
Sure.
I think they could have killed the love interest.
Sure.
I don't think we need the love interest at all. I was totally fine with the witch. I wasn't sure that I would be, but I really liked how that played out.
I was worried about that whole dynamic, and it actually caught me by surprise there. No spoilers, but I was pretty happy with the way they handled that. Yeah. And I thought it was a beautiful movie. I thought that cinematically it
was gorgeous. It was
just a really
gorgeous.
beautiful movie.
Yes.
So excited that The Mandalorian Season 2 is coming out. Our house is getting pumped for that. That starts on October the 30th. Along with the return of Mando and the child, who is affectionately known as Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
We get some really awesome cameos this year. or
Really?
this season. Yeah, Rosario Dawson is going to play Ashoka Tano. She is a major character in the animated world, the Star Wars, Clone Wars, and Rebels animated series.
Okay.
She's a major player there, and so people are going to be just jazzed that she's making an appearance. Timothy Oliphant, who is one of my all-time favorite actors, I love that guy, is going to show up. Tamura Morrison, who played Jango Fett in in episode 2, Attack of the Clone Wars, and episode 3, is presumptively it was Boba Fett's father. Well, he's coming back to play Boba Fett in this one. Katie Sackhoff is going to play Bo-Katan Kryze, who's another character from the Star Wars canon that people will know if they follow it more than you do.
More than me, because I'm totally lost right now.
I love Katie Sackhoff. I think she's a great actress, and she's awesome. Okay. So Mando season 2.
Great.
Be there, be square. Okay, in the parks, we've got some restaurants that are reopening.
All right.
Cinderella's Royal Table is going to open up on September the 24th.
Wow.
No princesses, but you can go there to
Okay.
eat, right?
So that's interesting.
Not sure how they're going to really handle that whole deal there.
Right.
But
those tables were really spaced out. So
Yeah,
I don't think they would have to change so much in the dining room, but yeah.
no.
No
So
princesses. That's
it's
an
opening up
interesting
on
thing.
September
Okay.
24th, but for now, no princess interaction.
Okay.
Gaston's Tavern just opened up
Yes.
2 days ago. Anybody who's just anxious for that cinnamon bun, you can go get it. I'm excited that it'll be open hopefully when we go in December, because
Yeah.
I'm desperate to try those little antler breadsticks with the beer cheese and bacon.
Yeah. But they also have the gray stuff cupcake.
And they got the Master's Cupcake.
Yes.
It's on their menu now, so you don't have to go to be our guest to get the gray stuff. Yeah, that's right. ABC Commissary is going to be opening up on October the 8th in Hollywood Studios.
Okay.
So good, quick counter service deal there. And that's where you can get a big, huge Impossible Burger.
Yes.
There.
Yes, absolutely.
For those meatless among us.
Yeah.
Hollywood and Vine, which is also at Hollywood Studios, they have a buffet service. We had a breakfast buffet there one time with Handy Manny and all crowd.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're opening back up now with a character experience, and it's going to be like a Halloween themed thing with Minnie Mouse.
Oh, fun.
So Minnie's Halloween Dine, I think they call it, and it'll include Mickey and Minnie and maybe some others.
I really like that Minnie's getting some more pub.
Yeah.
Always
for you to, jump on the female bandwagon there.
Well, she's been, I wouldn't even call her second fiddle for years.
Oh, gosh.
Barely in the Fab Five. Is she even in the Fab
She
Five?
is.
Barely.
She's
barely
at least
in the Fab Five.
She's at least in the top 2.
Barely in the Fab Five. Okay, go ahead.
In any case, you can eat there on September the 25th. You can get reservations as early as the 11th.
All right.
In Disneyland, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway they've been working on it.
Okay.
The construction is going vertical. It was scheduled to open in 2022, but because of delays related to the pandemic, they're still waiting to open out there.
Right,
They've pushed it
Disneyland,
back
yeah.
a whole year, so it won't be open out there till 2023.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah.
Polynesian Village opening has been pushed back to summer of next year.
Right.
That's been well publicized. Originally scheduled to open in October, but they're going to retheme that sucker in Moana colors, Polynesian colors.
It's needed.
Yeah, and so very excited about that. When we go, we'll be at Polynesian for a few days, staying in the DVC villas, and so we're hopeful to see some construction and whatnot.
Absolutely.
Tokyo Disneyland. I am so excited about this. We got no plans to go
Tokyo
to.
Disney Sea.
They have 2 parks, Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea.
Disney Sea, okay.
Yep. I'm really excited about the fact that they're bringing back their nighttime entertainment at this point.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so I chalk this up to the fact that we've really handled the pandemic in a really
Poorly.
crappy fashion.
Poorly.
Because in Japan, they're having nighttime entertainment already. So starting like last week, September the 1st, guests at Tokyo Disneyland will enjoy 2 nighttime shows.
Wow.
Something called Nightfall Glow. It's a mini parade that was typically what they would do in case like inclement weather made the fireworks shows
Okay.
impossible. And so they would do this like mini light parade, I guess.
Okay.
So that's going to be happening every night at 6:45 there.
Excellent.
And then Disney's Light the Night, which is their fireworks show that is visible from Disneyland and Disney Sea.
Yeah.
At 8:00 every night.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
Really.
That's good news.
It is good news. And I mean, we have
Right.
no shot at seeing that anytime
No,
soon, but
no,
it
no,
makes
no.
me happy.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
they're
Somebody's
getting back
progressing.
into the business. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
So that's our news. You got anything?
I do not. I don't have anything.
All right. Well,
Ready to hit
Then-
Tomorrowland?
here we go.
Let's
to
do it.
Tomorrowland.
Hit Tomorrowland.
Okay. So it is just yesterday, fall broke here,
Yes. felt
right?
like
it
for sure.
felt amazing. Temperature down into the 70s. And fall is my favorite time of the year. And you got fall colors, you've got college football, you've got crisp weather, apple picking season. We never go apple
We
picking,
never
but I
apple
love
pick.
to hear about people
I
going
know. It sounds
apple
lovely.
picking. It sounds like a delightful time. So at Disney, they're rolling into the season, and their fall color is going to hit on September the 15th. So the little Mickey Mouse pumpkins on the poles and
yes.
all the fall color,
Okay.
all that fun stuff shows up on
exciting.
September 15th.
Okay.
On the 15th. 1 week prior to that, so what is it? In 2 days, all the snacks hit the park. The special Halloween snacks hit the
fall
park.
snacks.
The fall
yes.
seasonal snacks.
Oh,
so
that's
we're going to
exciting.
talk about all the fall seasonal snacks.
Oh, well done.
That I want to eat, and I don't know that we're going
Yes.
to get there in time to enjoy those.
Right.
I'm hopeful they'll have holiday
Some
Christmas
holiday snacks. Oh, but tell me about the fall snacks.
Let's hear about them. Why don't we?
Yes.
All right. So first off, I have noticed in the last couple of years, I'm sure I'm always late to pick up on this kind of thing, but souvenir containers are such a big deal. We've got 2
Oh,
Orangeburg
yes.
cups from our last trip.
Oh, yes.
So, there's a tire pumpkin novelty straw that it's a pumpkin that lights up on a straw that looks like a tire. I don't know. I can't figure that
I
out.
can't even visualize
Yeah,
that.
I know. You have to see the picture. There's some popcorn buckets that look like purple or orange bubbling
Popcorn
cauldron.
buckets are a huge deal.
It's a huge thing, man.
Huge
Popcorn
deal.
buckets are all the rage. And there's a purple and an orange version of a cauldron that looks like it's bubbling over with poison.
Ooh.
Oogie Boogie from the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay.
He has a premium popcorn bucket where it looks like his eyes light up. It's like
Wow.
shaped like his head.
Gosh.
And there's some like novelty glow cubes for like to put down in drinks and stuff, like
Okay.
they like to do. But really, let's talk about the food.
Yeah.
The food. All right, we're going to start out in the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Okay, these are the things that are available in the Magic Kingdom. The Mickey Mouse cinnamon roll, which is very common in the holidays, right?
yes,
it's the
yes,
big,
yes,
huge
yes.
cinnamon roll
With ears.
It really looks like 3 cinnamon rolls. It's one big one and 2 little ones.
Yep.
And they have the icing on it in orange and white. It's very similar to the green and red iced cinnamon roll they
Nice.
have at Christmas, right?
Yes.
So that's available at the bakery, Main Street Bakery.
Okay.
In Magic Kingdom. Okay, so Hades nachos, which are available
so
at
those
Pecos.
are they spicy?
They are. So these are
Ah.
black bean nachos. So like they're like the dark colored nacho chips.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, with fiery buffalo chicken, lettuce, tomato, sour cream salsa, and jalapenos. Yeah,
Nice.
that'll be delicious.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this one here, my next note for later because you're gonna love it. At Sleepy Hollow, they've just released some pumpkin spiced mini Mickey waffles with vanilla ice cream.
You mean Minnie and Mickey
No,
or
no,
miniature, smaller
miniature Mickey waffles? Yes, very similar to the thing you got at the bakery in Boardwalk.
Yes, that was in my Sunday.
Yes, so these are
so
pumpkin
good.
spiced waffles.
I'll have it.
with vanilla ice cream and caramel sauce and
Yes.
some sprinkles.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, pumpkin
I'll
spice
have
everything.
that.
I'm not really a pumpkin spice
Sleepy Hollow
fan.
does a good thing. They do good stuff with waffles.
They
there.
really do.
They really do.
And they're just good for
Yeah.
any sweets and sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I'm not really a pumpkin spice person, but it's all
It's
the rage.
basically cinnamon.
Okay, I'm not really a cinnamon person
Okay.
either.
It's essentially cinnamon.
Poor unfortunate
and
souls.
look, don't at me, pumpkin spice lovers.
I know.
Don't at me. It's cinnamon.
It's cinnamon. Okay.
Okay.
Or an allspice. Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? But people love it.
I love it. I'm for it. Don't at me. Go ahead.
Poor Unfortunate Souls Float. This is a cream cheese soft serve with blackberry syrup and Coke.
Yes.
It's got a little
I love a float.
I know you do.
I love a float.
It's got a little Ursula colored candy pearls on it and a little crown on top. So that's cute.
I like a
little
royal
chocolate
crown.
like a little chocolate royal crown, the one that she tried to take from King Triton, I think.
Okay.
Pumpkin spice milkshake at Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies. Do you remember the eggnog flavored
Yes,
thing with the marshmallow?
Uh-huh.
This is a pumpkin spice version of that.
Right.
With the big brown, like super wide straw.
Yep.
You know? So it's that.
Does
and
it have the
It's got
marshmallow?
a big, like a orange colored marshmallow.
Marshmallow Mickey or
marshmallow
like a
Mickey.
pumpkin?
A marshmallow
Okay.
Mickey.
All right.
Yep. And just like with the eggnog version of the milkshake, they've also got a soft serve in a little tub of the same thing.
Okay.
So with caramel sauce and whipped cream.
Okay.
I know. Sounds great.
I'll have it.
Cosmic Rays, they're bringing my jam here with a Mickey's Monster Mash burger. This thing has got Munster cheese,
Oh,
They're
nice
cute.
touch, Ray.
potato barrels. I'm assuming those are tots, like right there on the burger.
Okay.
Bacon and sriracha aioli. Yeah.
Gosh, that does sound good.
Sounds
I mean, like
delicious.
for you.
I know. You're totally not going to touch it. There is also a not so poison apple cupcake at Pinocchio Village House.
Aw.
This is an apple spiced cupcake with pecan crunch buttercream.
Okay.
And somehow made to look like a poison red apple. I saw the picture of it.
I did see the picture of that. Yes, absolutely.
And then they've got churros dusted with orange and black sugar.
Nice.
Yeah, at various places.
Very nice.
So Hollywood Studios, they've got a poison candied apple. This is at the Charlie Carr Cafe. Apple and caramel mousse covered in a red glaze, sitting in a crunchy candy base that looks kind of like chocolate.
Yes.
That's right. Get you some of that. Pizza Rizzo, get this. Pumpkin cheesecake cannoli. Pumpkin cheesecake filling mixed with hazelnut praline crunch.
That's pretty strong for Pizzerizzo.
Yeah, I think so. Rosie's All-American Cafe has got a pumpkin tiramisu with layers of creamy mascarpone and pumpkin spice cakes.
Yes.
Backlot Express has got a box of bones chocolate eclair. This really looks like an eclair-shaped devil's food cake, and it's got chocolate mousse on the inside with little white chocolate bones sticking out.
Yes.
I know, isn't that good?
Oh my goodness.
I'm actually really excited about Rosie's Backlot and Pizza Rizzo because they've got a frozen apple cider with Crown Royal Regal apple in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that comes in a non-alcoholic version too.
Wow.
Epcot has a few things that are only available on Halloween Day, not during the whole season.
Oh, wow, that's fun.
They've got a couple of pretty basic Halloween decorated cupcakes. At
Now, these
Sunshine
aren't for
season.
special events. This is just in general.
No,
okay.
this is just
All
in general. That's
Okay.
right. There's a drink called Nemo and Squirt's Noggin Concoction. Oh, no, not a drink. This is at Coral Reef Restaurant. It's a chocolate brownie stuffed with a chocolate chip cookie topped with white chocolate drizzle.
It's a chocolate brownie chip with a walk. I can't even.
I know.
I
Process
can't
it.
even. My
Process
mind just
it.
blew.
We'll talk about it later. A Halloween sugar cookie, and then you remember those liquid cake, those
the
cake
nitro
pops? Yes.
cake pops.
On Halloween Day, they'll decorate those with Halloween sprinkles.
Okay.
All right, I got a couple minutes left, and I got to get back to that one thing at Magic Kingdom that
Okay.
you're gonna love.
Okay.
At Animal Kingdom, a Scar cupcake. Listen to this. You can get this at Creature Comforts, Flame Tree Barbecue, or Restaurantosaurus. Red velvet cupcake with toasted marshmallow filling, chocolate marshmallow frosting with chocolate pebbles. It looks like that Star Crunch thing from Little Debbie. With white chocolate green flames sticking out the top and an edible image of Scar on top.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I really feel like they've stepped it up with the fall snacks.
They really have. And then there's a couple of drinks: spooky apple punch for the kids and a rotten apple punch for the adults. That's made with angry
Angry
Orchard,
Else. Oh, that's
Angry Orchard, and,
yeah.
and Fireball cinnamon whiskey.
Wow.
Okay, real quick.
Okay.
This is you all day.
Okay.
This is Constance's for better. This is at Magic Kingdom at Liberty Square Market. Constance's for better or worse wedding cake. You know who Constance is?
Constance, yes, she's the bride. Yes.
It's about the size of a cupcake, except it's made to be like a 3-tiered wedding cake.
Oh, how precious.
Yeah. and it's a citrus cake with raspberry Bavarian cream, and it's got little whipped cream flowers on it, and a chocolate axe stuck in the top.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's right.
That's fantastic.
I know. I want to get it just because you love her. I mean, she's like your hero, which kind of scares me.
I wouldn't say she's my hero, but I do enjoy her on the ride.
I know a lot. I get a little bit worried every time we go through that attic.
Because I get super excited about her. I call her Emily, though. I believe there's some kind of a issue there between Constance and Emily.
Okay.
Whatever.
So that's Tomorrowland.
That was fantastic. I'm drooling, which is great. So let's hit World Showcase so we can drool some more because I am on brand. So I wanted to talk about one of our favorite restaurants that we like to go to for kind of a nice meal.
Okay.
Tutto Italia.
Oh, yes. We do like to go to that restaurant.
We love Tutto Italia. So Tutto Italia is in the Italian Pavilion at EPCOT. And it's one of our favorite, what I would call a nice restaurant. The good thing there's a lot of good stuff, but one of the good things about Tutto Italia is you can get a good reservation time, right? So it's a great restaurant, but it's not one of those where you have to eat lunch at 2:15 or dinner at 9:30, right? You can get, lunch at a lunchtime and dinner at a dinner time. What I like to do is sit outside on their terrace. We did that once right about sunset, and it was just lovely. You can see whatever entertainment's going on in the Italian Pavilion. You can also watch the sunset over Venice.
That's decent.
Come on. So Tutto Italia is operated by the Patina Restaurant Group. You hit some of these, I think, in the episode last week or week before. Patina has several restaurants in New York City as well. Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, no, they're a big deal. But at Disney, they have a lot at Disney Springs. Enzo's Hideaway, Maria and Enzo's, Pizza, Pont, Morimoto, and the Edison. All of those are Patina Group.
I think I read that. Oh, well, that's something because I love the Edison.
Yes. And so they operate basically everything in the Italian Pavilion. That's Tutto Italia, Via Napoli, and Tutto Gusto at EPCOT. And they should be operating Space 220 if it ever opens. Right?
That's a myth.
So 3 reasons I said that we really love it. Right? The first one is the food.
Yep.
This
Always.
is classic Italian food, not Americanized Italian food. This is classic Italian food. It's upscale, but with good portions.
Yes.
Right?
Better than good portions.
Well, and plenty of options for people like me who are vegetarian, which normally I don't have any issues at Italian restaurants. Let me just put that out there. But specifically, I have a lot of options.
You can get something other than just pasta.
Yes. Right. But so we love the food. Again, classic, really good Italian food. And by the way, we went to Italy for our honeymoon. So when I say really good classic Italian food, that's what I'm talking about. Yep. I'm not talking about the over-salted, over-seasoned, heavy stuff that you get here in the U.S. This is classic.
This ain't
Italian.
Olive Garden.
This ain't Olive Garden, no. And service. So, by the way, Olive Garden's great. But service is always amazing. I mean, not just to the point that they're on time and they, bring you plenty of water or what have you. I mean, we normally end up getting to know our wait staff there for some reason. Yeah. The last time I remember, I was trying to decide between a couple of the dishes, and the waiter told me, "Get this one because it's exactly how my grandma used to make it."
Right.
You remember him saying that?
He was really good, and it's Epcot. Pre-pandemic, and so they actually had folks from Italy working there.
Yes.
And so when he says, "This is how my grandma made it,"
I believed him.
I mean, you just get an image in your head of that little Italian lady.
Yes.
Bent over a big pot,
Yes. But so in any case, we love the service. We love the food. The location's good.
Yeah.
It's a good stopping point in and around World Showcase.
Yep.
So I always enjoy stopping there in Italy, even if we're not eating, just to sort of enjoy the view. Italy's just a good stopping point in my mind. It's not halfway or anything. It's a good place to stop. For a break.
You've been going at it for a little while, whatever direction you started in.
Right. So let's talk about the food.
Okay.
So they do have a limited menu right now because of COVID. And so some of these they don't have right now, but they normally have. And I'm not going to go through and try to pick out which ones are which. Look at the website. Okay, I got this straight off the Disney website. But I'm just going to talk about the ones that we really love, things that we've had or things that we've seen. So the first of all, it starts with appetizers. Now, I don't think I've ever ordered an appetizer because they bring these massive olives with olive oil and focaccia bread to the table.
I forgot about those olives.
They're huge.
Yeah.
They're massive olives with olive oil and focaccia bread. And I'm the only one that eats the olives, and I love it. But haven't you ordered the calamari?
I have, and it's great. It's not overly fried. It's not overly greasy.
Yeah.
It's light, and it's tender, and it comes with that classic marinara sauce.
Okay, yeah.
It's delicious.
Right. They also have salads. If you're feeling a salad, they have pasta fagioli soup. They also have an appetizer called arancini, and it is a shrimp and lobster fried risotto balls.
What?
I know. I don't
remember that. We would have got it if I'd seen it.
We normally don't get an appetizer. Yeah. But they also have, some other things, which they would call the second course. Chicken parm. They have a pan-seared salmon with an herb sauce. Bistecca, which is a New York strip with rosemary potatoes. And a petto di pollo, which is a grilled chicken breast, fettuccine, and Parmesan cream. I don't think we've gotten any of those.
No, I have had the chicken parm.
You've had the chicken parm. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I had the chicken parm and split it with 3 of us.
Yeah, I think I recall that. It was pretty large.
It's enormous. It's the biggest piece of chicken parmesan I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I recall that. And then, so the pasta section. Okay, obviously lasagna, and I'm going to describe it, and then you can describe it. It is traditional preparation from Emilia Romagna with beef, veal, pork ragu, bechamel, and parmesan.
It's that bechamel, man.
The bechamel puts it over.
It puts it right over the top.
Yeah.
I love lasagna.
You're a lasagna connoisseur.
It's hard for me to get off lasagna if I go somewhere where they say it's good, and theirs is really, really good.
Yeah. They have a penne vodka with lobster.
Oh, yeah.
I know, right? A ziti with sweet sausage, caramelized onions, and a creamy sauce, which is not your typical ziti.
No.
And then the last 2 I've had, the tortellini panna, which is cheese tortellini with Parmesan cream sauce.
Yeah.
It was lovely. I remember thinking, this is an amazing cheese tortellini, and it wasn't heavy.
Cheese tortellini is tricky, too, because sometimes it's like a little gummy, cheesy on the inside that you're not quite sure where that came from. It's not like that.
Not that like that. No. But I think the last 2 or 3 times we've been, I've gotten the gnocchi. And I love the gnocchi. And so it's gnocchi sorrentina, potato dumplings, roasted tomatoes, pomodoro sauce, burrata cheese. Now, that's where it's at.
The burrata, yeah.
Is that burrata cheese.
Yeah.
Because it's right there on the top. Now, again, I like getting gnocchi because it doesn't, overly fill me up.
Uh-huh.
That burrata cheese.
It's on.
That's it. Right there. Get the burrata.
Yeah. Which is basically cheese and cheese, right?
It's essentially mozzarella cheese stuffed with mozzarella cheese. It's lovely. Dessert. They have a cannoli, a crisp pastry filled with sweet ricotta, chocolate, and a candied orange, which is essentially what they're serving out at the Food and Wine, but it's a larger version.
It's a man-sized version there.
It's a good-sized cannoli, right? This one we've never had. I've only had one of these desserts, but this one I know we've never had, but I love the name of it. Torta della Nonna. So this is grandmother cake with custard cream, pinoli, and almonds. This is mine, right? This is mine. Mocha tiramisu.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just say, mocha tiramisu. And then the next word I'm going to say, mascarpone. Do I need to go any further? Because I feel like mocha tiramisu, mascarpone. Yeah. Let me add another word, espresso. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, all that does. Those are like some of your favorite words just mushed together.
Cheesecake al caramello, which is essentially an Italian cheesecake with caramel. Yeah. Are they maybe caramel? Gelato. Yep. Now let's get to the good stuff.
Oh my gosh.
So they offer wine flights.
Yep.
They have a couple of different wine flights, one called Under the Tuscan Sun, one called a Crisp Italian White. I've never had their wine flights because I always look at the other drinks.
Oh, okay.
They have a Bellini, which sort of takes me back to our honeymoon. That's going to be Prosecco with peach puree. I've never tried this, but they also have a Rosini, which is Prosecco with strawberry puree. This is what I normally get, the espresso coffee martini, which is vanilla vodka, coffee liqueur, and Italian espresso. I'll have two. They also have an Italian margarita and an Italian martini that I've never had. Let's go back to espresso coffee martini.
Yeah.
Let's go back to espresso coffee martini.
Yeah.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
With vanilla vodka, coffee liqueur, and Italian espresso. I'll have that, and on the side, I'll take the mocha tiramisu with mascarpone, espresso.
Listen, mascarpone cake, coffee, and martini. That's all together in like a.
It's all of my favorite food groups.
That is like it's all your food groups.
It's all my favorite groups. And then if I could just get that burrata cheese.
That is the perfect.
Can I get the burrata cheese
the
as a
perfect
salad?
Kelly meal.
Can I get that burrata cheese as a salad? And then for my main course, I'll have the tiramisu. And I'll take a flight of the espresso coffee martinis. It's great. Tutto Italia, man. Don't miss it.
Don't miss Tutto Italia. No, it is wonderful. It is a wonderful. We go there regularly.
It is.
It's always
one of our favorites.
It's always one of our favorites.
It really is one of our favorites.
Good job, babe.
I know, and now I'm just drooling.
All right. Well, that's our show for this week. We hope that you loved it. And if you did, you know what to do, right? Sign up, subscribe on whatever your podcasting platform that you like most. Run over to iTunes, give us a review, give us a rating. It really helps us so much.
It really, really does. So please do that. And if you're looking for more things Disney, visit scfadp.com. That's scfadp.com. S for Super, C for Cali, F for Fragilistic, A for Awesome, D for Disney, P for Podcast. This week, we're going to attempt to make the Cheshire Cat tail from Magic Kingdom. This is our own recipe, so...
We're making this one up, baby.
Be sure to check that out on the YouTube page, because it's sure to be a good time.
Yeah. Watch for that on the YouTube page. Watch for that on the website. Join us for the conversation every day at Instagram and Twitter. You can find our handle at any of those places at SCFADP.
Yes.
So the more the merrier.
Yes. Take your shot at that Where Is It Wednesday this week. We would love to hear from you.
And with that, we hope to see you real soon.